Greetings everyone, Soulfang Dance 98 back at it again with another reaction. We're looking at the complete history of Ultraman from 1966 to 2025. So let's get into this and see how this goes. I might go every few Ultraman, or if there are errors like in Kamen Rider, then I'll be doing Era, but we'll see how this is broken up because this is almost an hour long. So let's get into it and see how it goes.
Since 1966, the Ultraman franchise has captured the hearts and imaginations of fans all over the world. By combining giant kaiju with a superhero premise, Ultraman solidified its reputation as a legendary franchise and an absolute trailblazer within Toku. This video is going to cover every single series within the Ultra franchise, plus all of the important movies, crossovers, and adaptations. So if you want a video to show people who don't know about Ultraman, or if you want to take a fun journey with me through the history of the Ultraverse, this video's for you.
Always good to know.
So sit back and relax.
Oh boy.
This is the complete history of Ultraman. Back in 1966, Japan was introduced to Ultra Q, a precursor to the Ultraman franchise that was very reminiscent of the Twilight Zone, but with the addition of kaiju. Produced by Tsuburaya Productions, this unique show would run for 28 episodes and would feature mini kaiju that would reappear and lay the foundation for the Ultraman franchise in the future. Ultra Q would air in black and white, and this early show featured regular people fighting against tons of kaiju. Despite the show being made pretty well, something was missing: a hero.
That would be a nice touch.
After learning lessons with Ultra Q and improving on the formula, Tsuburaya would deliver the legendary original Ultraman series. Despite not being an official sequel series, this show would take what worked well within Ultra Q, like the kaiju, but would dial up the action with the addition of our hero from the Land of Light, Ultraman. This show followed the adventures of SSSP, or the Science Special Search Party, as they investigate and battle against kaiju. Shin Hayata, a member of SSSP, would transform into Ultraman and battle against these kaiju. Hailing from the Land of Light, Ultraman would employ a variety of different attacks and abilities while in combat, including his iconic arm beam. This legendary series nailed the Ultra formula, and for Tsuburaya Productions, there was no looking back. Following on the heels of the original Ultraman series was Ultraman Monster Movie Feature, the first film release in the Ultra franchise. The majority of footage in this film was reused footage from the Ultraman series, albeit with various tweaks, like certain scenes being in black and white. In theaters, it was screened alongside a Toho film called King Kong Escapes. In 1967, Japan was treated to the exciting follow-up of Ultraman in Ultra 7. This series would follow Dan Moroboshi, who would transform into Ultra 7 and fight alongside the Ultra Garrison against various kaiju. Ultra 7's design was heavily influenced by Mayan culture and was originally intended to feature blue on his costume, but it was changed to red in order to prevent issues with the special effects process.
That's fair.
This show featured capsule monsters, and the creator of Pokemon, Satoshi Tajiri, once said that Pokeballs were inspired by the capsule monsters from Ultra 7.
The more you know.
In 1970, Tsuburaya released Ultra Fight, a daily TV series based solely around Ultra's fighting. Each episode of the series was only 2.5 minutes long and even featured play-by-play from Jiro Yamada, a professional sports announcer. Ultra Fight was a unique idea that proved Tsuburaya was willing to think outside of the box.
Always good quality to have for these things.
In 1971, Tsuburaya released the first non-Ultra superhero series in Mirror Man. Though not an Ultra series, Mirror Man is worth including here because he functions as an opposite to Ultraman, being darker and more drama-focused.
That's fair.
1971's return of Ultraman marked the fourth series in the Ultra franchise, and it would combine the worlds of Ultra Q, Ultraman, and Ultra 7 into a single connected universe. Hideki Go, our main protagonist in the series, was a race car driver and a member of MATS, or the Monster Attack Team. Hideki would transform into Ultraman Jack, also known as New Ultraman.
Aren't they pretty similar at that point?
Return of Ultraman would serve as the 5-year anniversary of the franchise, while also further defining the Ultraman formula even more going forward. Ultraman would continue in 1972 with Ultraman Ace. This series would further develop the shared Ultra universe by heavily featuring all of the previous Ultras up to this point. In this series, 2 people named Seiji and Yuko utilize Ultra Rings to transform into Ace as they battle Kaiju with TAC, or the Terrible Monster Attacking Crew.
Terrible Monster Attacking Crew. Oh! Ouch! Hate to be the monsters in this show.
Ace would continue with the trend of high-quality Ultraman seasons, and the franchise showed no signs of slowing down. In 1973, Tsuburaya debuted a new series with an Ultra that would become legendary, Ultraman Taro. Taro follows the adventures of Kotaro Higashi, a man who nearly dies in a plane crash before being rescued by the Ultra Brothers. As a member of ZATS, or Zariba of All Territory, Kotaro would transform into Ultraman Taro. Taro would fight alongside the previous Ultras to form the 6 Ultra Brothers, and would go on to become one of the most famous and recognizable Ultras of all time. Within the Ultra universe, Taro's name means someone courageous who loves justice, as given to him by the father of Ultra, and the signature horns on his head are a feature that he inherited from father as well. Ultraman Taro was a landmark series within the Ultra franchise, and although Taro's story would be retconned in certain ways later on, this show became an essential watch for fans over time.
Might be something that I need to check out. At least more detail anyway.
Tsuburaya also released a show in 1973 that wasn't technically an Ultra series, but was a relatively popular spin-off series meant to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Tsuburaya Productions. This show was called Jumborg Ace. Jumborg Ace was a fun Tsuburaya side project that fans enjoyed, despite not being an official Ultra series.
Wow. That's something interesting. The more you know.
Premiering in 1974 was Taro's exciting follow-up in Ultraman Leo. This series continued the tradition of high-quality storytelling and cinematography that the Ultraman franchise was becoming known for. Jin Otori is the human form of Ultraman Leo, who comes to Earth from the Leo constellation, Nebula L77. This show features Ultra 7, or his human form, Dan Moroboshi to be more accurate, fighting alongside Gin with the group MAC, or the Monster Attack Crew. This show begins with Leo helping when Ultra 7 becomes critically injured, and this first act would ground Leo firmly within the Ultraverse. Leo was another well-made season, and it had become clear by now that Tsuburaya had perfected their formula. Debuting in Thailand in 1974 was Ultra Brothers vs. the Monster Army, before it would be released in Japan in 1979. This film united the 6 Ultra Brothers into an exciting and suspenseful film where the sun is moving towards the Earth while chaos ensues. This project kept fans satisfied while the Ultra franchise was on a short hiatus from television.
Why is that weird
Debuting in
animated one,
1979
right?
was a unique animated project called the Ultraman, the very first animated Ultra project. This show was produced by Tsuburaya and animated by Nippon Sunrise. Nippon Sunrise actually animated another well-known anime show at the same time, Mobile Suit Gundam, and it would eventually be renamed to Bandai Namco Filmworks. Our main protagonist in the Ultraman is Choichiro Hikari, a member of SDS, or the Science Defense Squad. He bonds to a new Ultra named Ultraman Jonius, who originates from planet U40. The Ultraman ran for 50 episodes, and it gave fans an entirely new perspective on the Ultraverse.
And the things you learn about your favorite series, I tell you, sheesh. Anyway, that feels like a good place to stop. Feels like almost feels like a turn of a generation there, using the animated part considering the hiatus. But Looking forward to seeing what you guys think as we continue on with the history of Ultraman later. But for now, this is part 1. We stopped at the Ultraman, the animated one. You guys take care. Please like, comment, subscribe down below if there's any of these shows you want me to react to. And if there's any videos from Ultraman, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider you want me to react to as well. You guys take care. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos, because I certainly am. Looking forward to seeing more Toku content. Let's beat that algorithm and get this stuff over to more people. Bye!